Hello, Scorpio. This is your quick and general reading. This is a timeless reading on what you need to know right now. I hope you are doing well and that, the month of August has been kind to you so far. So let's see. We are going to do a 5-card reading, 4 tarot cards and 1 oracle card, okay? So we are gonna shuffle. I'd like to thank our seasoned viewers for being here on this day and also welcome all new viewers. So we have the first card, second card, and let's see, third, and the fourth. We are going to use this deck as the 5th card. Okay. This is a message from Spirit, the 5th card. And we will use this deck as clarifiers. Okay, so let's look. The first card is what's showing up in your present moment. And you have Ace of Wands. So that's a very positive card. Ace of Wands essentially talks about, inspiration, potential, and in this current moment is as if you're going through life where it's showing you your highest potential. It's showing you all the good things that can potentially happen for you. Now, bear in mind that all these good things may not necessarily come, like a bed of roses. Sometimes they may appear as challenges because it is through you overcoming the challenges that you will be able to meet your potential. Isn't that interesting? I like the Ace of Wands for this reason. It's all about inspiration. It's about feeling inspired. It's about feeling connection. It's about going so deep within yourself, Scorpio, and realizing all of these inspiration and making them come through. Now, obviously in life, all these inspiration and things that come to you from the universe, these gifts are not just going to drop on your lap, right? We do need to earn them. We do need to prove that we are able to deal with them or able to carry out the energy in these potentials. So we will be challenged, and that's very normal. Okay, so I feel like there is so much misunderstanding in this when people believe that if they have been given opportunities, that it's just going to drop down on their lap and things are going to be easy. But that's not life, right? Life is all about up-leveling ourselves constantly. We're made that way, right? And we do need to up-level ourselves. And so when we realize that there is potential, it means that we do need to meet our limitations. We do need to meet our blockages because those things are preventing us from fulfilling our potential. Let me pick up a card that just dropped on the floor. And as a clarifier, we have the Chariot. Very good. Scorpio, this seems to be saying that things are going to move really fast, right? It's going to, it feels like you're on an acceleration path, so to speak, because it's showing you all of these potential, all of these things. It's also important for you to exercise your willpower, okay, at this stage. Now, second card is what's stuck in your past influencing your present. And we have 7 of Wands there. 7 of Wands is about feelings of, on its own, it is about dishonesty and greed. Okay, no, sorry. No, 7 of Wands means defense and conviction. What am I saying? I was talking about 7 of Swords. Okay, 7 of Wands is defense and conviction. So what this means is that you do need to be convicted in your past. You need to learn how to have clearer boundaries. Look at what this fox is doing. This fox is drawing boundaries, right? Planting these branches on the ground. It's almost like, having a very clear boundary with others. So, what's stuck in your past influencing your present is that you do need to up your boundaries, right? So owning your personal power is not just about exercising discipline, self-respect. It's also about learning to say no, learning to have clear boundaries. And these are past lessons in which you may be experiencing some stuckness that may be stopping you from being much more committed or convicted to what you want to create in your future. Okay, this is Seven of Wands. And the clarifier that we have for you is the Empress energy. Empress energy is about abundance. Empress energy is about care and nurture. So I find this a very interesting energy. It's almost like it is a combination of both the masculine and the feminine. Feminine is about caring and nurturing. And here, having clear boundaries is a very masculine energy. It's about exercising self-control. So these two energies, the masculine and the feminine, has to work together. It has to marry each other in order for you to exercise that within yourself. All right. So something for you to think about. There are new things coming your way. I feel like there are more new opportunities that may come for you, for some of you at least. You are birthing something new for sure. And this has to do with projects. This has to do with you recognizing your divine feminine energy and how you want to integrate that energy into your life. And at the same time, be masculine in your conviction, right? In drawing clear boundaries. Okay, so I feel, because there's so much in store for you to meet your highest potential, it's really time to plant seeds. Planting seeds and then seeing the seeds, growing, and later on, you will start to harvest all the good stuff that comes your way. Okay, so Scorpio, I hope this is clear for you to understand. Now let's look at the third card. The third card is how your subconscious is affecting your actions. We have Page of Cups, right? Page of Cups energies is about you understanding that there are so many possibilities that's coming up in your life. At the same time, I feel that some of you are taking it's as if you have taken these possibilities for granted, like you're resting on your laurels. You're not, maybe there is an inner conflict, where you tell yourself, well, things are the way they are, maybe I'll just wait and see. So it's like there's a fear of taking action. But at the same time, this particular energy here is asking you to take action. It's asking you to be very convicted, to make a commitment to yourself, to your growth, to your, project, your business, your work, your career. It's pointing in that direction. But a part of you is, very tempted to sit back, relax. And this is a very unconscious thing, right? You just want things to happen on their own without doing anything. Now, that's not going to work, obviously, right? Life doesn't happen that way. The thing is, you don't want to regret not doing what you want to do or not achieving what you want to achieve. You don't want to live in regret, after you come to a point in life where you realize that, oh my God, I had the opportunity, but I did not take it up. I was too afraid. So allowing fear to stop you is not necessarily a good thing. Let's get a clarifier. Wow, you have the Emperor. You have both the Emperor and the Empress. You're not the only sign. It's really interesting how, what's happening in the readings these days. So many signs have received the Emperor, the Empress. Some other signs got, I think, the Magician and the High Priestess. So, it's about really divine, masculine, and feminine. Here, right? The subconscious, right, is feeling like, oh, okay, I'm going to take it easy. I don't want to work it too hard. I just want to be easy with it, right? Like almost like wanting to be in a comfort zone. And yet you have the Emperor coming up here. The Emperor is telling you that you really need to have self-leadership, have a certain sense of stability, and self-discipline. So this is the divine counterpart, isn't it? This is what I talked about earlier on, the masculine and feminine. And then we have the Emperor popped up to complete the message, right? So this is divine feminine, this is divine masculine. And for all of us to function healthily, psychologically, and as spiritual beings, we do need to combine or to have this balance. We can't just have, be overly feminine without masculine, and we cannot be overly, masculine without feminine energies as well. That will throw off course. It doesn't give us the stability. Okay, so if we want to look at this from the psychological point of view, this is like the complete inner parent, right? The inner mother and the inner father. Now, for all of us on the psychological level, I think this is one of the biggest lessons that people have not learned as yet, is that we all need to parent ourselves, right? Because most of the world are now just operating from a teenage mindset. And hence all the insecurity, all the self-doubt, all that is a teenager emotional maturity. So a lot of people still need to work on emotional maturity to reach a level where they can feel a sense of security within themselves. And that security can only come if you're able to balance both the masculine and the feminine parenting figures or energy or archetypes within your own consciousness. All right, so very, very important here. Okay, so Scorpio, pay attention to this. Now, the fourth card is, what are your current actions? How your current actions are influencing your future? And we have the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles, it's about giving and receiving. So I feel that this energy here for you is very similar to the Page of Cups. You're waiting to see how others are responding to you before you respond, because this is about giving and receiving. And your current actions, if you are just waiting for things to happen, they're not going to happen, right? Because if you're waiting to see, okay, how are they responding? And then I will respond back. I'm not going to, I don't know how to respond to the world. So I'm waiting for them to say something to me before I respond back. Now, this is also not when you live life this way, you are just waiting for things to happen for you instead of you being out there and, doing what you must, right? Or doing what is appropriate for you to live up to your highest potential. Okay. So Scorpio, whenever you're watching this, is the right time. Maybe you're seeking some clarity, some answers, and perhaps, I feel like, these messages can help you. Okay. Now, if this doesn't resonate and you need more clarity in your journey, you might want to consider booking a private session. Okay, a private session, is very focused on your energy, not the collective Scorpio energy. So the clarifier for this is that we have the Page of Wands. So basically, Page of Wands is pushing you, right? It's telling you to be much more adventurous and not to be fearful of what lies ahead. Page of Wands is also talking about having a sense of curiosity and be excited about the future, about what you want to create, rather than being fearful of it, right? So the page obviously is a messenger and is telling you very clearly that there is a need for you to be more out there, experience life with a sense of curiosity rather than fear. So it's necessary to switch your mindset. It's necessary to have, it's really a mindset shift, like how you perceive the world, right? Our perception can be changed, and perception can be, we can educate ourselves, we can have more self-awareness, and so that we can see the world differently, see it as an adventure, and, see the world with fresh eyes. And when you do that, you find that you have more energy. It's much more sustainable. Fear is an energy zapper, right? When we operate from fear, let's say we look at the world from the lens of fear, we're afraid of this or afraid of that, then it zaps our energy and we don't have energy to do anything. And then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Then we tell ourselves, yeah, it's true, so my fears are right. And basically because you've been feeding the fear, so the fear creates that reality for you. So the Page of Wands here is encouraging you to really be fearless, meet your highest potential. So I feel like this reading for you is like a pep talk, Scorpio. So it's truly what you need to know right now kind of reading, and it's timeless. So I hope that, whenever you happen to pop in here and you're watching this, if this resonates, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, appreciate that, because it helps with my algorithm. It helps my channel to grow so that I can continue to do more readings. Okay, so let's look at the fifth card. The fifth card is a message from Spirit. And what the Spirit want to tell you: to be fair. Okay, so to be fair energy, this is like justice, right? It's justice energy. So it's asking you to be, I feel that, using the energies of what has come up from the tarot cards, I feel here it's about asking you to be fair to yourself. You may have overcompromised, you may have overdone things a certain way, and you see this owl at the top of a head. This is the wisdom owl. This is asking you to utilize your wisdom in how you exercise fairness, in how you exercise justice. And sometimes, the fairness doesn't have to be exact 50-50. Certain things, right, depending on situation. And this is where the wisdom comes in. Wisdom has to be exercised in a way where you cannot look at things as fairness does not necessarily mean 50-50. Fairness means using your wisdom and looking at a situation. And sometimes you do need to give more and receive less, depending on the situation, because everything is circumstantial. There are no fixed rules or laws with regards to this, right? So let's say, give you an example of a man who had, I think this is a common story, right? A man who stole a loaf of bread to feed his family. Now, if we go by law, he has committed a crime, right? So what is fair for him? What is fair? Now, I feel that if the judge is fair, let's say he's convicted, right? He's sent to jail and then there's a court case. A fair judge will look at the situation that this man was in. Was it a big crime? No, it's just a loaf of bread. So should this man get jail time, or should there be compassion for him because he stole that loaf of bread to feed his family, right? Versus someone else who stole for greed, which is very different. So a fair judge will know how to judge the situation by looking at the circumstances without allowing the laws, like everything that is written in law, to be such to be the guide whereby we lose connection with the humanness within us, the compassion, the love, and all that within us. Okay, so I know I'm going on about this, but I feel that there are too many people out there looking at the world through the lens of black and white. The world is not black and white, and human beings are not black and white, right? There's so much going on within our consciousness. So, so that's my explanation about, justice, fairness. So I hope that this has given you some insights, and maybe you gain some nuggets of wisdom from this as well. So I wish you well, Scorpio. I look forward to doing your next reading. Have a wonderful time ahead. Bye for now.